Welcome back to Amazing Archaeology here at Worthing Museum and Art Gallery. My name is James Sainsbury and I'm the curator of archaeology here. And today we're going to be looking at a small selection of our chalk carvings. Now these carvings into chalk may look quite simple, but they're actually over 6,000 years old and were found in the Neolithic flint mines just north of Worthing here. These two examples were found at Blackpatch by John Henry Pull during the 1920s. And as you can see, there's very simple linear carvings. These were found at the bottom of the mine shafts. So these were hand-dug mine shafts by these early Neolithic people. They were the first farmers into the country. They were pioneers in the landscape, and they were mainly looking for flint to chop down trees for their farm animals and their expanding settlements. We don't know exactly what these represent. There's been a lot of debate about that. They may just be doodles. They may be some form of tally for how much flint they'd retrieved that day or during their working time there. Or they may be early forms of representation of the landscape. There has been some suggestion that these are early forms of maps, for example. This example here was actually found at Harrow Hill, just across a small valley from Blackpatch. There's another major mining site there, over 160 mine shafts identified, and this was found by Kerwin and the Worthing Archaeological Society also in the 1920s. Now this is a particularly nice example. You can actually see there's crosses and linears going down as well. This is an example which has been used as a possible field system, though it may be a bit too early in the farming record for there to be proper field systems developed. Again, it may be some form of tally. You can see in some of the squares here created by those horizontal and vertical lines, extra lines put in. So again, this may be an early form of tally mark. What's also particularly interesting about these carvings is very similar types of art have been found in the Danish flint mines, which are contemporary of those in Sussex. So there's obviously a shared cultural idea behind actually making these markings on chalk in the flint mines. There's also a real potential that there's lots more Neolithic chalk art like this deep down in the ground, sometimes 5 or 6 meters down into the chalk, that have not ever been discovered. There's over 600 mine shafts north of Worthing, which is the largest concentration in the country. It's also the earliest industrial landscape in Britain. So there's real potential for further discoveries at these sites.